A new day on the farm. Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Okay, I'm not really sure where I left off. I was in the hospital last week, so I didn't get to play this game last week. So I'm not really sure where we're at. But yeah, it's November 2nd. And let's look at this and see what kind of contracts we have other than baling. Now, we don't have any like really good juicy contracts here. I might actually skip a day because I really want to progress through the game and actually start like, you know, getting more farmland, getting better equipment, things like that. So we do have a harvesting one. What is this? Owner of field 8. Harvest the corn in field 58. Okay, so I forgot to record a corn harvest in my last episode, so let's go ahead and actually do this one so we can actually do a corn harvest here. Let's go ahead and I want to borrow items and let's go do that one. And also, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe and like the video. It helps me out and it helps you out to be informed on when new content is available. So all right, so we're in this really awesome looking combine, and it's got the I believe that's what's called the thresher, that little spinny thing in there. So that is really cool. So let me attach the header to this thing. All right, and where we're taking this thing, we're going to field 58. Where is field 58? Oh, it's way on the opposite side of the map, next to our farm. So we got a long journey ahead of us, so let's get there. Hopefully we can fit in between this bridge. And hopefully there's not a car coming. Looks like there is. Let's get across. Okay, perfect. All right, we are here at the cornfield that we're going to harvest. I'm just going to unfold the header. G. Because we need to unfold the harvester. So we press G to switch from the harvester to the header. All right, we are ready to harvest some corn. All right, and we'll be dropping this corn off at the fast food restaurant here in town. So 29% transported for field 58. So got a few more loads to go, for at least 2 more to go. Well, that didn't take me long to have AI take over the harvest for me. At least it gets it done faster, and you know, you guys don't have to suffer watching me harvest the corn in such a cringy way. All right, I think I have one more load left to do, and we'll be done with that corn harvest. AI worker E has completed their task. I doubt that. Still have like half a cornfield left to harvest. Nope, looks like we got it all. Wow, that was really quick. All right, let me grab this last load of corn and see how much money it would make. Wait, do I see a toy over here? Let me check this out real quick. I can carry the farming cement. Cool. What good does that do for me? I mean, there's a ladder here. If there's a ladder, there's got to be something, right? Yep, there it is. Another trailer. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way? Can you not go anywhere? Well, too bad. I'm farming. Just deal with it. All right, last load. Let's see how much money we made. Usually any leftover harvest that you get the money for that. Just $3,000. That's lame. Well, anyways, we are done with that contract. So we'll go ahead and collect the money. And I'm not seeing any other contracts. All right, I'm going to make the executive decision that days per month, we're going to set it back to the default 1 day, just so we can progress a little bit quicker. You know, I'm anxious to harvest that wheat that we seeded a while back ago. And, you know, 1 day will let us advance a lot quicker. I'm going to still keep it on 3x speed for the time progression. But, yeah, I'm just anxious to get this wheat harvested and progress through the game. Remember, my goal is to take over this entire map and just own the whole thing, you know? And speaking about wheat, I forgot to check our fields to see how they're doing. Looks like 98% growth on that field. How's our other field doing? Still 98%. That's good. No weeds or anything. So the wheat doesn't become harvestable until July, and it's November. So that's kind of why I want to like progress a little faster through the game so I can get to this harvest time. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days until I can harvest my wheat. So I don't know, I may skip a few days here. I mean, today there wasn't really a whole lot of contracts I could do or want to do because I've already done baling a lot, so I don't really want to do baling again. And there's really nothing else. It's just all plowing, spraying. These harvesting ones, I mean, we could do another corn harvest again, but again, these are like, they don't really pay out that much, you know. And if we're renting the equipment, you gotta kind of factor that into your return on investment. So yeah, I may actually just go ahead and skip this day, head on over to, I forget which day I'm on actually. I think yesterday was day 7, so I believe this is day 8, because last episode I did 4, 5, 6. So this is 7 actually. Okay, so this is day 7. And I haven't like seen any logging contracts or anything, so I don't know if we can do that, but it would be cool if we can do some logging. Um, I don't know if I want to do it on my property yet, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, so this is interesting. So if we wanted to do like forestry, we don't have to like do field prep. We can just plant some trees around the farm here, and we can do some forestry with that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end the day here. It's not even noon yet, but we're going to end the day and kind of skip through a little bit. I mean, I have $400,000. I don't know what other equipment I can buy yet. If I want to buy new equipment, I'm wondering if I could keep the equipment that I have and buy more fields. So I haven't really like decided what the game plan here is. I mean, I have the equipment to do wheat. So if I buy more fields like these fields over here, I can seed wheat in those and get more wheat to make more money and use that money to buy more equipment so we can do other crop types. So that's going to be like my plan here, is to buy more fields and be able to plant more wheat. Unfortunately, though, I'm too late in the season to seed anything else, I think. Yeah, so the only thing I could seed is cotton, but for cotton, I have to buy like more equipment, so that wouldn't be good for me. So I could in March seed oat as well, so I can buy some new fields and start seeding oat. I can't seed corn because I don't have the equipment for corn. I believe my harvester can handle soybeans. It could definitely handle sorghum. So I might, so that's what I'll do. I'll just buy more fields, and then we could do different crop types as well. I can't do potatoes because that also requires more equipment. So, yep, that'll be the plan. I'll buy like these fields over here when it gets time to start seeding things, and we may need to like plow. We'll definitely need to cultivate and maybe add lime to those fields. But yeah, it'd be nice to get these fields and then be able to seed different like crop types that we can handle with our harvester. But anywho, let's go ahead and end this day. All right, another day. It is now December. Let's see. Do we have any contracts that we can do? Not, I'll probably just skip December. No harvesting. We have cultivating and plowing, but that's all we got. That's all we got. That's all she wrote. We do need to like mow this grass, but I don't know how much mowing equipment costs. Look that up real quick. Yeah, I think the baler is going to be the most expensive one. $57,000 for this one. What does this one do? 125 centimeter to 180. And then this one can do both silage and regular bales. It must have a built-in thing. This one does the same thing, but it's a little bit more expensive. Oh, so what's the difference between these ones? Just a different brand. We'll probably leave it alone for now. Plus, I don't want to like mow this and then, cut my wheat here that's sprouting up. Speaking of which, I just want to double check real quick Make sure there's no weeds or anything growing. Looks like we're all good here. And actually what I want to do, let me hop in my truck so I'm not running around everywhere. So I kind of want to buy these fields here. So if you press the P button, yeah, you go here to farmland. And so yeah, these 3 fields right here are part of grid 62. And then you have this one up here that's 56. So we could probably buy these fields. And we could do either 2 things. We can either... Oh, this one's barley. So we could definitely... And it's... Oh, interesting. Yeah, we could definitely do barley. Okay, so this one... This is canola. This is sorghum. Okay, soybeans is good. Corn, yeah. As long as you have the proper header. Which I don't. You need a corn header. The header I have is this one. So this one can do soybeans. Okay. And it could also do barley. I believe that's barley. Or that's oat. And this is barley. And that's wheat. So, yeah, we can... You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to take over these fields. And how much is this one? 244,000. So we could probably buy this one too, but we only have $277,000 left. So that's not good. But yeah, now these fields are mine. And we got barley growing in here, so we kind of get a bonus barley crop. And the field's already set up nicely. We got that 90% yield bonus. So yeah, right on. We're expanding our farm. And then this needs lime, so we could probably do that today, right? Lay down some lime. And what's this one? Soybeans harvested. So once it's been harvested, I don't know if you need to cultivate and reseed again. Not really sure. But I don't think... Yeah, so we're not in any season to be seeding anything until we get to February, and that's for cotton. I don't have the equipment for cotton. So the only thing we could do is oat. Okay, so that is oat. And then soybeans in April. So what we could do is one of these fields, since this is already soybeans, maybe we could keep it soybeans. And then this field right here, since we're already doing wheat in these fields and barley in that field, this could be, what is it? Barley? Yeah. No, this is barley. Yeah, this is barley. So this would be oats then. So, all right. I think we got a pretty solid plan here. And yeah, like I said, I think this field needs lime. We also need to pick up the stones as well. It seems like this was just plowed, so we got to pick up the stones. We need a stone picker to pick up the stones once a field's been plowed. Let's get to work. And we need to unload whatever this is. Oh crap, I need to actually go to the store and buy lime. I can't get lime out of that container there. Crap. All right. I just unloaded my fertilizer here. So I'm just going to go grab some lime from the store. So I'll meet you guys over there. All right, just going to refuel up here real quick. Pretty quick. All right, here we are. This skid fork is still here. Pallet fork. That's great. All right, we need some lime. So we get 2,000 liters for this big one. I'm sure I'm going to need 10,000 liters. So let's get 5 of these bad boys. Because lime goes, like, we eat through lime a lot. So I'd rather have more than enough than not enough. If that makes sense. So let's buy. All right, we are completely full. So the capacity of this fertilizer spreader is 9,000 liters. So we still got 1,000 liters of lime left. And lime is actually quite interesting. It's actually limestone. And you put it over the crop. I mean, not the crop. You put it over your soil in order to increase the pH in the soil. So I guess like when you plow or something, the soil becomes too acidic. And so when you lay down the lime, kind of neutralizes the acid in the soil and gives you a better crop yield. All right, we're at our field, so let's go ahead and lay down some lime. Wow, I'm already doing a horrible job. It doesn't need to be pretty. This is probably the least satisfying thing to watch me do. As long as we get it on there, that's all that matters. It doesn't need to be pretty or anything. Oh, it looks like I got a little lime on this field, too. I don't own this field, do I? Owned by Samuel Ortega. Oh, no. But I still managed to get lime on his field anyways. Might be. Now his fields are going to be too alkali. Wow, I missed this tiny sliver right here. All right, how are we doing on soil composition? At least these fields don't need to be weeded. That's good. What about fertilizer? We're good on fertilizer on field 61. Where the barley is growing, so that's good. None of my fields need plowing anymore. Oh, so this field up here did need lime. Well, I gave you a little sliver of lime. Uh-oh. Got a little pixel here that still needs lime. I figured I'd miss that. About rolling and then stones. Oh boy. So 61 has stones in it. I don't know if using the stone picker on there is going to damage the crops or not. Ugh. Okay. Well, I knew 62 had stones because it was just plowed. So, we'll go get the stone picker now and pick up these stones. Right after I hit this last spot over here, little pixel that I missed. Oh yeah, I see it right there. All right, now are we good on the line? Yep, good on the line. All right, let me drop this bad boy off. I'm actually gonna unload this lime right over here. That works. All right, I will meet you guys back at the equipment center so we can get our stone picker. And we're here. And just like last time, I'm just gonna lease this one. Maybe one day we'll own our own stone picker, but for now, we'll just lease it. Since really, it's only when you like cultivate or plow is when you pick up the rocks again. So it's not something that is done a whole lot. Or needs to be done a whole lot. All right, let's start picking up some rocks. Let's rock. Okay. Can you not see me? Can you not see me farming here? Jeez, these people. Think they're so special. 'Cause they're not farming. You're wondering why I'm doing it like this is because if you back up, then it's just hard to back up on the tractor here because the rock picker is a trailer. And so when you back up, you can jackknife it quite severely, and that's really annoying. So I just rather do it this way instead of putting up with that hassle. It'd be funny if you saw a guy running out on their farmland with like a shotgun, like, get off my land! Something like that, I don't know. Interesting that they don't like have like a penalty system if you're doing somebody else's, you're doing farming on a field that you don't own. But I don't know, maybe that's a little too harsh for a game like this, where you just want to farm. You just want to drive farming equipment, relax, have a good time, not worry about the world, the real world, that is. All right, just need to grab this last sliver meal. Okay. Now comes the moment of truth. So this other field above me here also needs stones picked up. But I don't know if running over these crops are going to destroy it, so I'm just going to do a small sliver here, see what happens. Does it destroy? Nope, we good. We are good to go. You would think this would definitely destroy these sprouts for sure, but I'm not going to argue with it. If it works, it works. Let's roll with the punches. Doesn't seem like we are picking up any stones, though. I just realized. Even though there are stones on that field. Yeah, we're not picking up anything. I just did like half this field. I guess once things start sprouting, you can't pick the rocks up anymore, which is unfortunate because I'm pretty sure the reason why you want to pick up the rocks is to not damage your equipment as much. So when we go through this with the harvester, our harvester header will be more damaged if there weren't rocks on the field. So let me go take this to the place where you drop the stones off, and then I'll meet you guys back at the farm. Figure out what the hell next to do. I think it was over here where we dropped the stones off. Yep, right here. We get like hardly any money for this. Ridiculous. 47 bucks for that. Now I can see why farmers struggle so much. Oh, I forgot about this harvester that's up here. Maybe I could hop on my tractor and grab it. Yeah, nice. All right, now just to carefully back this out. Nothing could possibly go wrong doing it like this. No, we're good. See? Nothing to it. All right, let's drop this off. I don't know if you actually have to come all the way over here to drop it off. I just do it. All right, I'll meet you guys back at the farm. Okay, we're back at the farm. I just wanted to check this field real quick. So 0 fertilizer. I think it's ready to be seeded. I just need to decide what to seed. Oh, yeah. We're doing oat, duh, because we already got barley and wheat. So this is going to be my oat field. And then the other field is soybeans, but that doesn't get planted or seeded until April. Okay, do we have any other contracts? Nope, nothing good here. So let's go ahead and call this day 8, and we'll go ahead and skip to day 9. It'll be January. Starting a whole new year. All right, I believe we're on day 9, and just looking at some stats here. I don't think I've played for 2 years now. Or, well, it is January, so I guess we did start a new year, so that's accurate. Started a new year, it's 2 years now. Collectibles collected 41 out of 100. So I haven't even gotten half of those collectibles yet. That's wild. And almost 40 bales produced. Go ahead and start spreading that fertilizer. All right, let me just double check to make sure we are nice and fertilized. So we just go to soil composition and fertilize. We should have so we got the light blue in here. We're also fertilizing this field. I hope the owner of that field doesn't mind getting a little extra fertilizer. But now we want to also fertilize field 63 here. And I'm debating on whether we should like merge all these 3 fields together and just like continue doing wheat, but I don't know. It's fun to do different crop types, I guess. I mean, they're all grain crop types anyway, so they're pretty much the same, I guess. I didn't want to run over my wheat. Doesn't look like it harmed it. I do have crop damage on. Or I think I do, at least. All right, both fields are fertilized. I got a little bit on field 60 there that I don't own, but, maybe they'll be like, oh, thanks for fertilizing my field, bruh. I'm just going to wash my tractor up real quick. Okay, we got any juicy contracts that we do? Nope. All right, so I think, yeah, really not much for us to do unless do some more collectible hunting, but I did a lot of that on the 5th day, so we'll continue to keep a lookout on the collectibles, but I just want to do more of the farming aspect of the game and not so much the like open world, find the collectible kind of Easter eggs. Also, I'm really anxious to kind of progress in this game, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip this day as well. And let me just double check here. So then the next month is gonna be February, which means we can seed cotton, but really it's gonna be March where we can actually start seeding our oat. And then the month after that, we can do our soybeans. And then we'll be able to harvest those come October, and then our wheat should be ready to be harvested in July. So it'll be nice to be able to grow our own crops and be able to earn a profit from our crops there. Okay, here we are. It's day 10. Still no snow. Interesting. Do we have any juicy contracts? No, just seed sowing. So this, and actually, I just want to make sure we are actually adding more fertilizer there. So if we go back to soil composition, we are not. How does the fertilizing work? I thought like in the next month you could fertilize again. Do you need to actually like seed crops first before you could fertilize again? I'm not really sure how that works, but it looks like we're not doing anything, adding more fertilizer on here. So we'll just forego the fertilization and just skip today. Head on into March, and then which means we will be able to seed our oat. You get 2 simulation games in one: Power Wash Simulator and Farming Simulator. Although Power Wash Simulator is a lot more satisfying than this. All right, that's nice and clean. All right, so it is now March. We can plant. Why do I keep saying plant? We could seed our oat in our midfield there, and then the next day we'll be able to seed our... Where am I going? We'll be able to seed our soybeans. Let me grab the seeder. Okay, so right now it looks like it's set to canola. How do I change? Open cover. Oh, why? So we're in canola. We're already doing barley. I want to do oat. All right. And hopefully I have enough seeds to do this. I should. Hopefully. Go ahead and turn this bad boy out. Another nice thing about using the AI as well is it's constantly buying seeds for us. Now we don't have to have it do that, but it's nice because you can see it's staying at 27% with the seeds. But that's because when you use the AI, it's constantly buying more seeds for you. So again, you could shut that off, but I'm just going to leave it on for now, just because we're low, and I want to make sure we have enough seeds here. All right, looks like our oat is nice and seeded. We just double check. Let's look at the map. Back here, growth type. Oat should be this orange color. So yeah, we have this tan color. That's the barley. And then we have the oat, which is the orange. And then our soybeans is kind of this like baby vomit green. 63 here. All right, I'm gonna wash the cedar real quick because it's filthy. All right, cedar looks brand new. Let me go drop the cedar off in its proper place. All right, let's do some rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Come on. All right, I don't want to get copyright struck, so that's all I'm gonna sing. Yeah, rolling the field. Yep, we just missed a little sliver right there, so that's annoying. All right, perfect. Anything else this needs? I think maybe fertilizer. It's been a couple months. So let me see if we can fertilize this field and get us to 100% here. I want to be careful now because I think my crops are in a state where if I do run over them, they're going to get damaged, so taking my time here. All right, let's just see here if this actually does something. Looks like it is. Yes, okay. So maybe that's what it was missing, just it needed to be seeded before you can fertilize again. Nope. Okay, so I do think like you can fertilize when the field's not been seeded, right, to get you to half fertilization, but then you can only get to 100% fertilization after you seeded. So, I mean, that makes sense, but that seems to be the way that this game works. So if your field is unseeded, you can fertilize up to 50%. After it's seeded, then you can fertilize to get it up to 100%. I just want to check this field now. Yeah, so now this field's all set to go. No weeds or anything. 90%, 98% yield bonus. So it is, I think this is ready to go. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we could do today. Let me see if there's any contracts. It's just one cultivating, one sowing. Just $600 tops for those. Seems hardly worth it. So let's go ahead and skip ahead. And then when we skip ahead to next month, we can actually start seeding our soybeans. Okay, we are on day 11. It is April. Let's go ahead and get seeding our soybeans. And actually, before we do the soybeans, yeah, so here's where if you want the AI to automatically buy fuel, seeds, fertilizer, slurry, or manure, I'm just going to turn off the seeds for now for when we're seeding our soybeans. Okay, and press the Y button to switch the seed type. So I don't know if you saw it there, but I switched it over to soybeans. Little green and brown. The little brown seeds with... Oh, hang on a second. Don't tell me these are weeds. No, it's growing. Yeah, the oat grows really fast. Anywho, let's go ahead and get our soybean seeded here. Okay, I figured it out. So you can't, because our cedar, it has a harrow but it's not a deep drill seeder, which means our soybean field has to be cultivated first. Now let me go get the cultivator. Do I even have a cultivator? I don't think I picked up a cultivator because I didn't need it. Okay, looks like I need to pick up a cultivator. So let me go grab one at the equipment store. Why are you braking? Just like in real life, people in front of you just slam on their brakes for no freaking reason. We have this one. It needs a tractor with 225 horsepower. Let me double check my tractor. It's a medium tractor. This one, so my tractor is 235 horsepower. So I need a cultivator. So we could use this one. I think that's the maximum. Yeah, because the next one is 320 horsepower. So we'd need a large tractor for that. So let's get this one. All right, we're ready to do some cultivating. Now with the cultivator, I think this will kick up rocks, but I think those rocks we'll be able to use the roller to get rid of the rocks. We don't need the rock picker again. So at least that's nice. Jeez, I cannot control this tractor for some reason. I just suck at driving these things. All right, I don't want to run over my oat, so we'll just avoid that. This has to be so unsatisfying to watch me do this. Maybe I should just let the AI do it. Also, I think another thing with the cultivation is it also can create weeds as well. So I think we have to keep an eye on our weed production. Okay, this was by far the worst cultivating job I've ever done. But let's double check to see if our field is good. Cultivated. Yep, nice and good. I don't see any spots. And as I expected, weeds are already growing. And that's usually just what happens when you cultivate. You get stones and you get weeds growing. Fortunately for the stones, because it was just cultivation, we just need to use our rollers again to roll the stones out. And then when that's done, we can finally seed. We can finally seed our oat. Not oat, soybeans. Yep, gets rid of the stones quite nicely. All right, let's see. Where's the stones? I just got one little thing of stones up there. Let me go grab that. There we go. Now we're seeding. I'm just going to let the AI take over. All right, we're all done seeding our soybeans. So let me go ahead and bring this home. Just want to check the field again. I think the next step is for us to try. No, it needs rolling again. See, I knew it. I knew it. All right, let's roll this field yet again. Okay, let's see if... All right, looks like we're good. All right, let's look at our fields now. Looks like maybe we could fertilize. And I'm going to wait until the weeds grow a little bit more before I use the weeder on the field. So let's try fertilizing again. See if we could get 100% fertilization this time. Yep, looks like we're fertilizing. So go ahead and fertilize the rest of this field. All right, looks like I just got a small sliver down at the edge there and should be completely fertilized. I wish there was a way you could do like spot fertilization. So as you can see, the spreader spreads the fertilizer out quite a bit. So it'd be nice if there was like a spot one. And maybe there is, I don't know. All right, we're completely fertilized, so let me go ahead and bring the fertilizer spreader home. Okay, our barley looks good. Our oat looks good. 98% yield bonus. And our soybeans look good. It's going to need weeding later, but I'm going to wait until the weeds grow a little bit. That makes it easier to... Makes it easier... When the weeds have grown a little bit, it makes it easier to see... where they are as you're removing them. Let me look at the schedule here real quick. All right, so we won't be able to harvest our barley until June. Do we have any contracts? Got baling again. Oh boy, my favorite. We got a bunch of fertilizing again. So that means I'll probably just skip today. See what happens. If those weeds grow. Okay, now we're in May. Feel good there. Barley. I don't know why I run to the fields to check them. Oat looks good. It's growing a little bit more now. And our soybeans have started to sprout. So, man, soybeans grow fast. Okay, so yeah, you can see the weeds in here. So, we can use the weeder to get the weeds. And do it before the soybeans grow so much that we destroy the soybeans with the weeder. We don't want to do that. And then our wheat's looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty good. All right, so let me hop in my tractor, get the weeder, and we'll start weeding that soybean field. I want to say this is also, the weeder is also a fertilizer spreader. So I probably could have just used this to fertilize, but it's okay. And I'm going to let AI take over. I have no idea what the AI is doing right now. Where is it going? Okay, that was interesting. The AI decided it was just going to go rogue and drive over here for some reason. That's never happened to me before in this game. All right, well, are we good with weeds in here? Yep. So it looks like all of our fields are good. And our neighbor's field up there is just tons of weeds everywhere, man. Maybe he's got a contract for weeding. Yeah, it looks like soybeans, 98% yield bonus. Ready to go. Got oat here. All right. Well, let me go ahead and drop off this feeder. And then I'm going to put my cultivator away. And then our seeder, we'll put that away. Get our rollers put away. Then we'll just wash up the tractor here real quick. All right, nice and squeaky clean. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. We got a lot done. So we bought some new fields. We are seeding some new crop types. We got barley, we got oat, and we got soybeans. We got those growing in the fields to the left there that we just recently purchased. And yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna do some harvesting. Hopefully, we're gonna hopefully, we are gonna harvest. We're gonna harvest all of our fields. So make sure you are subscribed for that, so that you're notified on when that episode comes out, and you're able to see me harvest all these fields. And hopefully, we'll make a lot of money too doing that. And so that way, we could buy either more fields or more equipment so we can do like other crop types. I think what I really want to do is like get another field with like grass and get mowing and baling equipment, because that seems to be like the best return on investment, because grass can be harvested year round and you can seed it pretty much all year as well, 9 out of the 12 months. So I think that would be really kind of like a good return on investment there to do grass. And then what's nice, I don't have to do those dang baling contracts anymore to do it. So, but yeah, this is exciting. We're really close to getting our own fields harvested. And we'll definitely do that in the next episode. So again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed so you get notified of when that episode comes out. But anyways, thanks so much, you guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.